Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back. Yes, it's been a while. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm back now with another episode of Top 5's. And today I'm giving you my top 5 rap albums of all time. My favorite, my opinion, my all-time favorite, my top 5. So I'm giving you my top 5 rap albums. So yeah, many people got their favorite rap albums. It was been a debate about what's one of the best albums of all time, and so I just decided to do this episode and just to do. I'm gonna give you top five rap albums, and start number one. Starting from going from 5 to upwards. So number 5, Me Against the World, Tupac. That was a great album. I love the consciousness in this album. Tupac, he's a poet, he's a passionate, he's a revolutionist. This album dropped in March the 14th in 1995. Well, this album did some bits, man. I love this album. It's a great album. Tupac. He's just describing the imprisonment, the troubles with the police. And also describing the poverty. This album also describes Tupac. This is Tupac's most introspective album in my eyes. It's this most introspective album. He's talking about social issues. He's got Dear Mama, where he's talking about his mama's love for when he was growing up. His mum used to raise him and stuff like that. This is one of the most influential albums of all time, in my opinion. Anyway, This album was released during his imprisonment, so he was incarcerated while he was in prison, and this album was very successful while he was in prison. So man was locked up, but man was still making that peas. You know what I'm saying? The album made an immediate impact. The charts debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard 200. The album said that the Tupac Shakur's most positively reviewed album, with many calling it the magnum opus of his career, which I kind of agree with too. Me Against the World won Best Rap Album at the 1996 Soul Train Awards, and the singles, you got Dear Mama. It's one of my favorite singles, but it didn't get to his mum. We all can relate. We love our mum. I got mum. I love my mum. And so when I hear that song, and I can relate to that song, he's showing that love to his mum, thanking her, thank you for raising the man. Tupac's dad wasn't there. My dad wasn't there either. So when I hear that song, I can relate to that song. It's really the realest song. And you got songs like So Many Tears. So check it out. And also you have songs like Temptation as well, which you need to go to that song. I love Temptation. One of my favorites. Number 4. I'm giving you. Can you guess? Can you guess? I'll give you a guess. Come on, I'll give you a guess. Number 4. What's number 4 gonna be? Well, it's a banger. It's a classic. They're from the East Coast as well. They're a group, and Wu-Tang Clan, not to fuck with. Boy, to me, Wu-Tang are the best rap group. In my opinion, they're the best rap group of all time. The unbelievable body of work, including their solo stuff, it's unbelievable. Not a lot of other groups are fucking with them, in my eyes. They've been up since 1993, but let's get into the actual album now. The number 4 is Wu-Tang Faces Chambers, and that's a classic, legendary album. That's the debut album. This is the classic. I love. There's about 4 singers on the album. You got Protect Your Neck. And you got Cream, Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Dollar Bill, yeah. Have a listen to that as well. And you got songs like Can It Be Also Simple as well. This album was a very success for them. This paved the way for their solo careers and stuff like that. And put a marker down that rap groups can do shit too, and create crap classic albums as well. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about this album, it has like various a distinctive sound of it created a blueprint for hardcore hip hop during the 1990s, and it helped return the New York hip hop to a national prominence. You know, its sound also became more heavily influenced in the modern hip hop and production, while the group members' explicit humors and free illustrated lyrics have served as a template for many subsequent hip hop records. You know, it served as a landmark in the era of hip hop known as the East Coast Renaissance. You know what I'm saying? So, Into the Wu-Tang, that's number one. That's my goal. Number 4, 36 Chambers. Go and check that out as well. So yeah, 36 Chambers at number 4. Number 3 now. What is it? What can I say about number 3? What can I say about number 3, man? Wait. Number 3. What's number 3 gonna be? Yeah. Yes, motherfucker. Number 3, Elmatic in my eyes. That's number 3. Oh, number 3, Nas's best album. You know, to date, still his best album. No other album. You got. It Was Written is great. I love It Written, but Elmatic, man. Nas is just a street poet when it comes to he's a street poet. His lyrics, it's very conscious, but also he's telling it in a street where he's a streetwise kid. Like, he's smart from the street. He's smart. His intellect. He's kind of like a power poet. He's telling you stories from when he was growing up in the hood and stuff like that. I just love this album. The narrative, the way he narrated the album from start to finish. The great. This album has one of the best productions on it. You know, to me, that's my top 5. That's 3. That's my top 5 and the number 3 in that list as well. You know, it had singles like Halftime. He had tracks that ain't hard to tell. He had songs like Life the Bitch featuring AZ. Yeah, and he also had One Love as well, which was a banger as well. Yeah. So that's a classic, the East Coast classic, hip hop classic. It's a classic in general in my eyes. So yeah, that's the number 3. Number 2. Number 2, The Chronic. Dr. Dre. The Chronic in my eyes, number 2. That's probably in my eyes. That's the. Okay, you know you have okay. To me, I know you had NWA to go. NWA, they paved the way for the West Coast, other West Coast artists and other albums. But me, that Dr. Dre album, that put the blueprint for that Death Row. That album set the mark for that G-Funk domination in the early 90s. It was that album. But that album paved the way for songs, for other albums like Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. It paved the way for that album, but it also paved the way for a lot of other West Coast MCs as well. Another album from the West Coast. That album, that's the best, one of the blueprint albums. The only blueprint album that obviously made its way. It was street classic, but it was also successful, commercially successful. You know, you got a bunch of street dudes who are successful in commercial radio and stuff like that, and going successful and going platinum and all that. You know, this is one of those first albums that did that. You know, to me, that paved the way that hip hop can also elevate. So that's why this Chronic album is a classic to me. You know what I mean? Jay's productions, and you have lyrics from Snoop Dogg. You know, you have people that later Rage were on the album, RBX, all those man. So yeah, that's one of my favorite albums of all time. You know, the West Coast classic, kind of say it. And you know, you got songs like Nothing But a G Thing. You got Dre Day. You know, you also have songs like Let Me Ride as well. Think about G-Funk. It has that G-Funk style. Soul genre was in gangster rap. The Chronic was been widely regarded as one of the most important influential hip-hop albums of the 1990s, and I agree with that. And it's regarded by many fans and peers to be one of the most well-produced hip-hop albums of all time, and it is one of the most produced albums. What do you think? When you got one of the best producers in the game, that album is bound to be one of the greatest produced albums. You know what I mean? All around. Got crispy beats, sounding beats with hard knocking lyrics. You know what I mean? The Rolling Stones have named that their 130th on their 500 greatest album for all time. And yeah, the production was well put together. The Chronic was seen as innovative and groundbreaking and achieving universal acclaim from critics. You know, it's a top album. The lyrics were hard, they caused some controversial and a bit of subject matter, including sexism and violence. But listen, they're just giving you, they're just rapping what they experienced about and stuff like that. They give their experience and put it into their music, and this is what we got. We got a classic from album. So yeah, do you think at number 2? Number one, Ready to Die by the Notorious B.I.G. This album this is my personal favourite album of all time. My personal favourite, number one, mine of all time, including the artist, but this is my number one, in my opinion. This album, this album single-handedly put the East Coast back on the map, man. I know you had the Illmatics and stuff like that, and you had Wu-Tang Chambers, 36 Chambers. Those albums did bits too, and overall bangers, classic albums, legendary albums. But this album officially put the East Coast back on the map, because when this Ready Die dropped, every man was going back on the East Coast wave again. Everyone was like, yo, who's this guy, fucking this big tall 6'2" motherfucker? This guy was slick as fuck, you know, slick lyrics, one of the great storytellings. And this album drops, and you have songs like, oh my god, Juicy, Big Papa, songs that Juicy dropped, you know, was successful, you know, very commercial got success, and also still got she was still playing in the hood, you know what I mean? And you have songs like Big Papa as well, songs like Warning, and also have songs like One More Chance, the remix version. The song is, to me, it's my favourite album, innit? People have different opinions, but that's my favourite albums of all time, man. This one, number one, you know. The album's been certified 6 times platinum. Yeah, 6 times platinum as well. So, yeah. So that's my top 5 albums of all time. So thank you for watching. Until next time, peace out. One love. Bless.